Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is boiling, but it is game day for this here Huddersfield vs Wigan, followed by Leeds vs Warrington. Get in. If you have your own predictions, let me know in the live stream chat. If you just want to vote on a winner, there's a poll in the live stream chat. Make sure you vote on that. Fantastic. 50-50 on the votes at the moment. Interesting. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. Daryl is in there as well. So is Jake. Sam. Little goober. I'll be on after the second game. I'm going to nip out after the second game, and then I'll be on if people are on. Anyway, Rugby League 26 was announced yesterday that it's coming out on the 17th of July. It is available on Amazon for $49.99 to pre-order on both PlayStation, Xbox. That includes the 4 and 5. Xbox includes the 1, Series X and S, and then PC as well on Steam. Let's stick that on, shall we? Let there be light. So I'll do a quick run through the team lists whilst we've got a bit of time to kill. In the backs for the Huddersfield Giants, they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Halsall, Bibby, Lollahea, and Clune. In the forwards is Wilson, Wolford, Powell on debut, Hewitt, Greenwood, and Cudjoe. On the bench is Golding, King, Burgess, and Rush. English is the 18th man. For Wigan, they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, Faramond, and Smith. Not Dylan, no. In the forwards is Havard, O'Neill, Byrne, and Sember, Farrell, and Ellis. On the bench is Mago, Leeming, Dupree, and Hill. 18th man is Douglas. No, there is no French today. I'm not sure why. My best guess would be, because I don't think I've heard about an injury, Alex, so my best guess would be that because Faramond played last game as well and did a good job, maybe there's like a nagging injury that French has got at the moment, or it's just giving Faramond more game time in a game that's probably not as difficult. So that's the assumption. I haven't seen all the NRL scores yet, so I was going to check the highlights pretty soon. I saw the Roosters score, but it's Cowboys versus Dolphins. Do Wigan even have any injuries? Honestly, I don't know, mate. Possibly Miskey, because he's not there. I don't know what's happening with Wade. Honestly, mate, I don't think so. Thompson's not there, but he might just be rested. Might just be being rested. So honestly, mate, I've got no idea. I haven't got a Scooby, lad. Dolphins were running away with this. Oh my god. Finally, a 13 plus for the day. Dolphins beat the Cowboys. Hang on. Ooh. Dolphins beat the Cowboys 58-4. Right. Wish every team never got injuries, just best of teams versus the best. Yeah, I agree. It would be splendid, especially for the big occasions at least. I always want it to be the best teams possible. Okay. So I did back Wigan to win this one by a fairly decent margin. Nothing crazy, but, well, actually it might have been decent chunk. I can't remember the exact number. Okay. Don't think I'll be able to watch this game. Skybox is refusing to work. Oh dear. Well, you got to hit up Paul. Paul's always got the links, hasn't he? So he might be the plug for today's game. Where's the camera's in the way? Where's the Discord? There it is. Lovely. Fantastic, Sammy Snake, lad. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the F1 as well. How's that been getting on? Are they doing FP3 at the moment? I think they are. Are they? No, I don't think they are. It's in Canada. Right, so a reminder of one of the announcements from yesterday. I have 2 interviews coming up soon. One is with a Super League player that's playing this weekend. Now, they don't do video recordings, so it's going to be more like a Q&A. So questions have been sent to them, and they will get back to me whenever they can. But they're going to be busy because they're playing this weekend, so yeah. They'll get back to me when they can. And when that's done, I'll hopefully it's soon, because then I can announce it in a video. And then I want to get fan questions for another recorded interview that's coming up in a few weeks' time. Well, that might be next week, actually. No, it's not next week. It's a week after. Okay. But yeah, got some more different content coming up soon, which is splendid. If you've got your own score predictions, let me know. Nine votes, 78% say Wigan. It's always a decent game. I think with the lineup that Huddersfield's got, they can make it somewhat interesting. Whether they do, I don't know. $70-0 to Wigan. Statement win to KR, saying anything you can do, we can do better. I like that. I can back that. I like that. This is the only thing I don't really like about Sky Sports Plus is there's no real build-up. 90-0 Wigan. That would be an interesting one. And there we go. The build-up's about to start 5 minutes ago. There's less to feed off. I'll do one more run through of the teams before we get started in the game. Kieran, he's in work again, but we'll try and keep up with commentary. I will do my best, Kieran. As one of the regulars, I will do my best. I'm going to make it so clear that Kieran thinks he's in the game, that he has the ball, and that he's in a 1v1 with the fullback, and he even does a little shimmy at work, gets around the fullback. People around him think he's going mental, but it's just he scored a try in his head. So it's going to be so good, Kieran. It's going to be so good. Oh yeah, new stadium as well. Well, it's not a brand new stadium. It's just a new stadium for Huddersfield today. Playing in Dewsbury at the Flair Stadium. Do you think Doro's similar to Nsemba? I think in terms of his build, he's... Doro's quite tall, isn't he, I think? So he's built more on muscle than fat or anything. A lot of forwards are these days. You get the odd ones that's built more on fat than muscle, but you get the fancy footwork going. Love it. Love it. You're listening to my live stream at the game. Go on, Christopher. Love that. It's like you're, you know, when you get the commentary at the snooker, you can hear the commentary. It's just like that, except it's a few seconds behind and not as slow-paced. There's a try in the back right pocket. So, looking at the league table, Wigan are in second, 22 points, 4 points behind Hull KR, but they have a game in hand. Oh, but Wigan have a game in hand, sorry. Huddersfield down in 11th. So, yeah, no Swift, but going through the team list because they are too. Will you be covering why? Yes, I will be, Kieran. I certainly will be. So, in the backs for the Huddersfield Giants, we have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Halsall, Bibby, Lollahea and Clune. In the forwards is Wilson, Wolford, Powell on debut, Hewitt, Greenwood and Cudjoe. On the bench is Golding, King, Burgess and Rush. English is the 18th man. For the Wigan Warriors, in the backs they have Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, Faramond and Smith. In the forwards is Havard, O'Neill, Byrne, Nsemba, Farrell and Ellis. On the bench is Mago, Leeming, Dupree and Hill. And the 18th man is Douglas. So match odds for today, 10-1 for Huddersfield, 1-10 for Wigan. Huddersfield, their current form is loss, 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 win, loss. Or that might be loss, win, loss, loss, loss. They might have that the wrong way round. But 5 wins in a row. It's actually 8 wins in a row for Wigan. But in recent weeks, it's 5 in a row. Line breaks, 29 for Huddersfield, which is 12th in the Super League, and 83 for Wigan, which is 2nd. Interesting. Definitely be there for that, brother. Love that, Kieran. Thank you very much. Hello, Josh. Good to see you again, mate. I'm not too bad. It's, fortunately, it's not too warm in this room. It was yesterday, but it's not too bad. Great weather, but not great if you need to live stream with the fan off and the window closed. So, bit of a rough one. Of course, Josh. Of course. Why wouldn't we be? Why wouldn't we? Wasn't your fault. It was Aaron Moore's fault. Just kidding. Right then, Wigan will be playing in their third kit. The one for was it Wigan Hospice? I should probably know that. Someone in the chat will know, but it's their third kit. Huddersfield, the home team today. Liam Moore will be the referee for today's game. Aaron Moore will be the video referee. I'm not a massive fan of that third kit. I understand it's for charity. I understand the reason for the colour. I'm just not a big fan of it. So we've got a slightly smaller pitch. We've got like a Castleford-sized pitch today. The distance between the 30 and the 40 is less than 10. It's only a few metres. Can you see Wigan dropping any points for the rest of the season? I reckon, depending on how well Huddersfield are prepared, because they've got a good team, obviously we'll have to see with this one. But I think Hull KR would be another possibility to drop points. Leeds as well, and then we'll have to see what Hull FC are up to. Maybe Wakefield, and we'll have to see what Warrington get up to. So maybe Saints as well, if they get their act together. But there's a dodgy kickoff, and it ends up in the hands of Wigan. already 20 metres out. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. I think it might have been the wind. They tried to go long on the kickoff, but it blows the ball back closer towards Wigan, and they recover the ball on the 20. They're now only 15 metres out. In centre field with Byrne. Takes it up towards the 10-metre line. In centre field now with Brad O'Neill at dummy half. On his left now to Ellis. Then across to Smith, who hands it off to Nsemba. Wraps up with 4 defenders in the tackle. Left of the sticks, O'Neill comes back towards his right. Ellis across to Farriman, who switches back to Farrell. And he's just going to run this ball in. A few switchbacks there. It's now the last tackle for Wigan. Has come pretty quick in this set. O'Neill right of the sticks, or in centre field, sorry, goes left to Smith. Shoots it across to Wardle. Just takes the carry straight up and is eventually wrapped up. Well done from Huddersfield, not letting anything crazy happen there. Not letting anything crazy happen. So it's now with Milne. The legend that is Tane Milne. With the first carry and Wigan pushing back over the try line. And it's a goal line dropout off the first carry of the Huddersfield Giants. Great. Exquisite. We love that. No, Alex. Certainly not, Josh. I'm not having it. Not having it. At least that stand looks fairly full. Well, I just know what you were thinking, pal. Can't fool me, son. Can't fool me. Anyway, Wigan Warriors, off the back of the dropout, are now up to the 40. Even though the 40 and 30 is less than 10, I'll just keep referring to them as the 30 and the 40. Alex, you bastard. Ellis with a carry through centre field, 25 metres out. Brought down in centre field. 3 defenders in the tackle. We'll see how Powell gets on debut today as well. Smith hands the ball off to Havard on his left. The number 8 takes it over the 20. Yes, it is at Dewsbury, Flair Stadium. Smith in centre field, shoots it right to Farriman. He's then got Field out the back, who hands it off to Kieran. Trying to get around the outside of Halsall, but he's stopped about 5 or 6 metres out. Eckersley gets a quick play of the ball near the right touchline. Farriman now switches back to Byrne, who's then brought down just in front of the 10. 4th tackle, O'Neill pops up to Ellis on his left. Out the back to Smith. Out the back to Field. Pops it across to Wardle. Shrugs off one. Eventually brought down on the 10-metre line. 3 minutes on the clock. Marshall back towards the middle with Smith. Now with Havard. Eating up a few metres there. Last tackle left of the sticks. A few metres out. O'Neill at dummy half. He's got Smith on his left. He'll use him down the short side. Smith across to Nsemba, trying to barge over. Gets an offload, though, for Smith. Then to Field in centre field. Shifting right. Bit of room to work with, maybe. Kicks the ball through. Decent chase, but Flanagan's there to recover it. And he's stopped 5 metres out from his own line. So we could get an actual set from Huddersfield here. Who handed off to Halsall with a good first carry, taking it over the 10. And a little bit of change as well. Who's going to play this just short of the 20 for Lola Haya. He's going to go himself. Bit of room down the left-hand side. The ball comes loose, but it's recovered by Halsall. Well, the referee's going to say it was a knock-on. Shabba from Paul. Lovely. Lovely. Lola Haya, not sure what happened there. I don't think he tried to offload it. Maybe just a loose carry. Yeah, he's sort of holding it in one hand. Not really got a secure grip on that. So, yeah, it's going to be a scrum for Wigan, just over 20 metres out. Great opportunity for Wigan, with 4 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock to get the first points of the game. Smith then to Wardle. He's going to straighten up, and it's going to be brought down 15, 16 metres out. Smith at dummy half comes back towards the middle with Havard, who just straightens up and takes a carry himself. Up towards the 10. Huddersfield under a lot of pressure to start this game. Plays it for O'Neill. He then goes to his right to Ellis. Shoots it out the back to Farriman. Then across to Field. Wrapped up by Halsall. Really good defensive work from Halsall to read that. O'Neill over on the right. Comes back towards the middle with Farriman, who switches back to Ellis. He's then wrapped up on the 10. Was maybe looking for an offload for a second, but doesn't get one. It's now 5 minutes on the clock. O'Neill in centre field. Wrong Wigan player. Farriman will go himself. He's stepping, he's still moving, shrugs off the first few, but it's now just a few metres out. O'Neill right at the sticks on the last tackle, now with Ellis in centre field. Shoots it out the back to Wardle. Scans the line, kicks the ball over the top towards the back left. Taken on the full by Gagai, under a lot of pressure. Just keeps the ball in field. Well done from Jacob Gagai. Flanagan scoots from dummy half and he makes a few metres there. Then hands it off to Tarnay Milne for the next carry of this set. Is he going to look for an offload? Maybe. No, he's just brought down on the 10. So still a hell of a lot of work for Huddersfield to do here. Now with Gagai taking it over the 10. 4th tackle already in this set. A lot of work to do. We saw Huddersfield go for an early opportunity earlier. Will they try and have a go? We'll see. We will see. Wilson takes it over the 20 and Clune will have to kick from 15 metres in front of his try line. It bounces off Byrne. Clune recovers it. Still the last because it wasn't intentionally played at. Clune has a bit of room down the right. Chucks the ball back inside. That could be recovered. It is recovered by Flanagan. And that actually works out extremely well unless it goes dead in goal, which it does. That almost worked out extremely beautifully for Huddersfield. What an absolute mess. To be fair, it was a tricky one, but I think that's probably the best case scenario. Well done, Adam Clune, getting that back inside. It was meant. It was looking a little bit groovy. When Huddersfield run out of steam, maybe Huddersfield, they've been under a bit of pressure. This is the best defensive field position they've been in so far in this game, in the first 7 minutes. So we'll have to see. Have to see if they can wear Wigan down at any point. Huddersfield do have a fairly big forward pack, so we'll see what they can do. But it's now 7 minutes on the clock. 2nd tackle only, because of the 7 tackle set. O'Neill in centre field, hands it off to Ellis on his left, who gives it to Smith. Switches back to Nsemba. Takes it back inside Huddersfield territory. O'Neill in centre field. Ellis gives it to Faramond. Engage the line, chucks it over to the right-hand side to Eckersley. Cuts back towards the middle. Lollahea trying to get his hands on him, but he offloads to Smith. And Nsemba, good hands with Wardle. Got 2-on-1, but cuts back inside instead. Still shifting, but Gagai gets a hold of him. So does Lollahea. The ball comes loose. And that's going to be a mistake from Wigan. A bit of a let-off for Huddersfield. Maybe Wardle should have given the ball off to Marshall on his left. But well done, Huddersfield. What do you mean, Paul? What do you mean? What do you mean? I am confusion. I hope Huddersfield do well today. No. No. Not sure what you mean, Paul. You're scaring me, lad. You're scaring me. Anyway, Huddersfield in possession up to the 40, 3rd tackle. Just under 9 minutes on the clock. Clune pops it up to Wilson, who takes it over halfway. Jake is also back. Good to see Jake. Huddersfield with the best field position of this game so far, up towards the 40, close to the 30, inside Wigan territory. 9 minutes on the clock. Last tackle right to Clune, who's just going to chip the ball towards the back right. Marshall underneath it, bumps off Flanagan, then eventually wrapped up on his own 10, but the whistle has been blown. What for? High shot from Milne, maybe? Okay. What's your predictions? I predicted Wigan to win massively. I can't remember exactly what it was. And the penalty from Faramond is not very good, so they make 10 metres on that penalty kick. That's poor. So there's a tap from Wardle on the 20, gives it to Havard, and he'll take this ball a few metres short of the 30. Nsemba with the next carry. The face of Rugby League 26 for Super League. It's now with Liam Byrne. Takes the ball up towards halfway. Not quite over it. Haley becomes a member. We love that. That deserves a trumpet, folks. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you very much. What a lovely group of people. Wigan in possession. They chuck the ball to Wardle. He then gives it off to Marshall. Carries the ball up towards the 20. But thank you very much, Haley. Thanks for becoming a member. It is greatly appreciated. On the last tackle, Smith will kick the ball towards the back left. Flanagan goes up and takes it cleanly on the full. He'll have to play this on his own 10 with Gagai now in possession. Carries the ball a few metres. But Milne with the next carry over the 20. Offloads the ball directly into the hands of Byrne. This is not going well for Tane Milne. Who's faster than Marshall or Ashton? Pretty sure it's Ashton. But Marshall is pretty damn close. So Wigan with a fresh set. 11 minutes on the clock. O'Neill hands the ball off to Ellis. 10 metres out. Out the back to Smith, who pops up to Nsemba. Offloads back to field. Wardle with a 2-on-1. Gives it to Marshall this time, and he just walks in. Really good hands there from Wigan. Not wasting that opportunity. That's going to be 4 for the Warriors. Really good hands. It's taken them a bit of time. A bit longer than I think most of us expected. But eventually, the pressure builds. They work the ball nicely down the left-hand side, and they get the points. Terrible Giants offload. Yeah, Tane Milne not having the best of days so far. The legend that is. So in terms of subscribers as well, folks, I am 32 away from 8.5k. So if you are watching the live stream, but you're not subscribed, please do. And also, if you're not subscribed, then you can't chat in the live stream chat. Because there's a few here that I've not heard from yet. So, Salford will win tomorrow, yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. Giants need to clean things up, but fair play to them for not making it a crazy opening few minutes for Wigan. I've had to work for this. Congratulations on Marshall, 200th appearance. Oh, nice. Fair play to him. Thought we would see the match. I'm new to this. And oh, Haley, I apologise. Haley. No, it would be copyrighted, unfortunately. You'd have to go to a other website to find stuff like that. But if you're sticking around, I'll make it as detailed as I possibly can. Kieran with the conversion, and it is swinging. The wind looks pretty bad, and it's no good. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So, tries in centre field are going to be huge today, if it's competitive. Further down the game as well. Further into the game, I should say. But I hope Huddersfield can do something here. I hope they can. I like Luke Robinson. I think he's a nice guy, and I hope it goes well for him. And I do quite like the Giants. I was thinking about something the other day when Warrington won the League Leaders Shield back in was it 2010 or 11, something like that. Huddersfield Giants at home was one of the last games of the season, and Giants fans, they brought a massive banner that said "Well done" Wire on it. And I've never forgotten that. And it was greatly appreciated. They didn't have to do that, but they did. Which was very nice of them. So, I'd like Huddersfield to do well. But Wigan in possession. 4th tackle coming up towards their own 40. O'Neill waits in centre field. Do Giants have any hotheads? I'm not sure, Alex. I think Lollahair can lose his cool sometimes, but I don't think he's crazy in that area. Honestly, I don't know. I actually don't know. Flanagan, under the high ball, takes it cleanly, just about. Bit of a tricky one there, because of the wind. Clune will hand the ball off to Jacob Gagai, takes it over the 20 for Huddersfield. 4 Wigan defenders in the tackle to bring him down and push him backwards as well. Tane Milne with the next carry. Making it a clean one this time. Just waiting on the play of the ball, though. Nothing dodgy here, Tane. But he's asked to go back, so there's always something, isn't there? Eventually, the hands in the ball of Bibby, who takes the ball up towards the 40 in the Giants' own territory. I need to end this pull, forgot to do that. And Powell will take the next carry for the Giants, just short of halfway. Now the last tackle, Wolford in centre field will go out the back to his left to Clune, under a bit of pressure from O'Neill, who's brings him down. But Eckersley's underneath it, behind the 10. Apparently, from what you guys told me, he used to be a sprinter back in the day, in like high school or something, or college. Late hit? I don't think so. I think because he gracefully brought him down, he'll get away with it. But Marshall with a decent carry up towards the 30. O'Neill in centre field, hands it off to Havard on his left. He takes it over the 40, a few metres shy of the halfway line. Over on the left now with O'Neill, who comes back towards the middle with Ellis. Was looking to switch back, but he'll take a carry himself over halfway, then gets an offload to Byrne. And carries the ball straight, slammed onto the ground by, was that Zach Wolford? It was. Almost tipped beyond the horizontal though, but just about gets it right. Smith kicks the ball in centre field. Over the top of Flanagan's head, it's going to keep bouncing. Can they get a 7-tackle set? Yes, they can. Just goes dead in goal. Indeed, Alex. Great tackle from Wolford. 20-metre tap, 7-tackle set. Flanagan hands it off to Gagai for the first carry. Gets a bit of room to run here. Makes about 11 or 12 metres on that first tackle. Good metres there to start this set from Huddersfield. Can they work the ball down towards the other end? Bibby already up to halfway. Great start in this set from Huddersfield. Surely they'll finish this set in their best field position so far after 16 minutes and 25 seconds. Cudjoe now in centre field. Takes it up towards the 40. Wolford now in centre field. Pops it up to Wilson on his right, but that's going to be offside from Wigan. Huddersfield with a fresh set coming up. They can kick the ball into touch. They can apply pressure on Wigan's try line. We'll see if they can come up with points. Great chance here. It's now with Powell. Again on debut. Can he get any points on his debut? We'll see. It'll be tough to crash over through the middle against Wigan's defensive line. But 17 minutes on the clock. Wolford to Lollahea, who switches back to Greenwood. Sorry, that's not Greenwood. That's Hewitt. No, it is Greenwood. So good. So good. Wilson now stopped a few metres short of the line. Right to the sticks. Wolford in waiting. Could have been a 6 again, but referee says no. Centre field with Clune. It's just caught in a dead end. Eventually wrapped up a few metres out. In between the sticks. Wolford goes left to Lollahea. Pops up to Flanagan. He's got room to run in. And puts the ball down. Come on, Huddersfield. There we go. The Giants are on the board. Penalty from Wigan. Or decent set off the back of the ball going dead in goal. They get a 7-tackle set. But there's a penalty off the back of that. 2 great carries to start. And they get possession on Wigan's try line inside the red zone. And they punish them for it. Well done to Lollahea. Great line from, I think that was Greenwood, drawing defenders in or locking them in place. Drawing Kieran in, and then Flanagan out the back. So well done, Huddersfield. Well done. That's going to be 4-4 with a kick to come. I think the wind is in their favour as well. It's not right in front of the sticks, but the wind, I think, is in their favour. So it should be a bit easier for Flanagan than it is for Kieran at the moment. Quickly become my second favourite team. Beating FC was great, but making just competitive would be great. Yeah, as I said before with the whole well done wire sign thingy back then, I would like Huddersfield to do well. So Flanagan, with 19 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, will attempt to add the extras. The kick from Flanagan is good. That's going to be the lead for Huddersfield Giants After 19 minutes. Who would have thunk it, eh, folks? Who would have thunk it? Well done, Huddersfield. Come on. Yeah, the car's in the background. We're in Dewsbury, Alex. We're in Dewsbury. Right then. About to get back underway. Smith trying to get the ball on the tee. Eventually does. Easy now. Did Wigan play Wade? They did not. They did not. Do you know what? I don't even know if he's actually going to get any game time. Let's call this stop the count, I guess you could say. Cudjoe with the next carry of this set for Huddersfield. I tried to say Huddersfield and Huddersfield at the same time. Huddersfield. Wolford hands the ball off to Greenwood down the left edge. Bumps off Fireman, but he's wrapped up on the 20. It's now 20 minutes gone in this game. The first quarter is over and done with. We enter the second quarter. Wolford in centre field at dummy half. Hands it off to Lollahare out the back. 40-20 attempt maybe. They've got the win. They have got the win behind them. But that's going to go dead in goal for a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set. It's a nice idea from Lollahare. It's a nice idea. Huddersfield win, make it new ground. They might as well. They might as well. Just don't play at that footy stadium anymore. I wonder why they're at this one. I wonder why. Leeming is now on for Wigan, who hands it off to Havard, already up to their own 40 and a few metres shy of halfway. Leeming. Now with Byrne. Oh wait, sorry. No, that's not Byrne. That is Dupree. Excuse me. Leeming scoots from dummy half, eating up plenty of metres behind the ruck. Oh, Stereophonics. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Did they not know there was a Giants game on? God. Leeming goes left to Smith. Out the back to Field. Launches it across to Marshall. Oh, that is close. That's, first of all, hell of a ball from Field. Second, great effort from Marshall. Especially if he's got that down. Either way, great effort. But if he's got that down, that is one hell of a finish. Try giving on Field for the video ref to check. But also well done to Huddersfield if they managed to get him out. Let's have a look at this. Clune trying to drag him out. That foot is close to being in touch. Ooh. Okay, I think he's out. Well done, Huddersfield. That foot that's over the line just stays up for a second, I think, and then it eventually touches the ground. Oh, yeah, it just, scrapes across the ground. Well done, Clune. Well done, Flanagan, but well done, Clune. Huddersfield retain the lead. Who are you backing for Origin 2? I am going to back New South Wales, I think. But don't tell anyone because I need to make a predictions video. No try. Excellent work from Clune. Excellent. Great tackle. Cracking tackle there from Clune. So Huddersfield in possession now with 22 minutes on the clock. 6-4 is the scoreline in favour of the Huddersfield Giants. Now with Greenwood down the left edge, takes it over the 20. And a bit of change as well. Wolford over on the left-hand side of the field, just short of the 30. Hands it off to King. The Wall. George King. Cudjoe in centre field, across to Clune. Switches back to Tane Milne. The legend that is. No Moses a benefit or loss. I think a bit of both. Because you lose a cracking player, but you gain someone that has a good connection with Nathan Cleary and that New South Wales Blues squad already. So, I don't think it's a good or a bad thing, actually, because of who they brought back in. I would have liked to see Burton get a chance, but Luai's fair enough. So Wigan, inside their own 10, under a bit of pressure here. Plenty of Huddersfield Giants players around the ball carrier. Farrimond hands it off to Kieran on his right, still behind the 10, takes it over it just about, with the third tackle coming up. Now with Marshall, takes it up to the 20, fourth tackle for Wigan. I need to yawn, sorry, leaving to Farrell. Oh, that's great. Now the last, good defensive set from the Giants. Leeming gives it to Smith, who kicks him behind the 30. It's going to bounce once before Flanagan recovers it, takes it over the 30, up towards the 40. Looking towards the left, but Kieran tries to wrap him up, shrugs off one, takes it over the 40, and is eventually brought down. Lollahea in waiting at dummy half. 24 minutes about to hit the clock. And the Giants take this up towards halfway. So by the end of this set, they could be in great field position. Lollahea claiming there's a high shot maybe, but George King with the next carry up towards Wigan's 40. Great carry from George King. Warrington Wolves legend. Then it's left to Lollahea, pops it up to Greenwood. Strong carry from Greenwood, going straight into Farriman and Leeman, some of the smaller blokes on the field. Wolford, now with Lollahea in centre field, pops it up to George King. Little bit of a tricky one there, but they're going to say knock on, because there was a hand from Insemba in there as well, and I think it could be worth a challenge. Could you have a word with Liam? That's going to be a scrum for Wigan on their own 10. So great opportunity for Huddersfield. Doesn't work out there. Let's have a look at this. See if it was worth a challenge. Yeah, probably. Come on, Huddersfield, you're a Saints fan? Well, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Fair enough. Come on, Huddersfield, indeed. Leeming will scoot from dummy half. Makes plenty of metres behind the ruck. Golding is also on for Huddersfield. Brings him down, but the whistle is blown for a penalty. Golding just puts a hand up, says, all right, mate. And they move on. Well, penalty for Wigan. It's a rare call from the refs. Kieran will tap. Hand it off to Farrimond. And he'll give it to Dupree, who takes the carry through centre field over the halfway line. What for? Honestly, I'm not sure, Alex. I'm honestly not sure. Hands on the ball, maybe. High shot. I didn't see anything. But Mago will play the ball on Huddersfield's 40. Leeming will give it to Smith, who goes right to Farrimond. Out the back to Field. Scans the defensive line, but is wrapped up by Tui Lollahea, the Tongan international. Did a great job at the Pacific Championships last year, actually. Did a really good job. But Ellis gets an offload for Leeming. Chucks the ball to his right to Field. Hands it off to Farrell. Takes the ball up towards the 10. 2 more tackles to go in this set for Wigan. Over on the right-hand side of the field. But Leeming, at dummy half, comes back towards the middle with Field. Then to Ellis. Then to Smith. Now Farriman. Steps. Decent room to run. Flanagan gets a hold of him. A few metres short of the line. Last tackle. Leeming, left of the sticks. Kicks the ball towards the post. Recovered by Mago. Trying to get an offload maybe. He does. Ends up in the hands of Farrell. Scans the line. Switches back to Kieran. He dinks the ball through. There's a bit of a mess. I think he knocks on. It's recovered by Huddersfield just in front of their own try line. And Bibby will take the next carry. Looking for half a break. Good meters on the first carry from Bibby. Takes it over the 10. Lollahea. Now with Milne, the legend that is. Over the 20. With a strong carry up towards the 30. He's still going. Dupree and Mago and Ellis in the tackle, but they still let him get those meters. What are you doing, boys? To be fair, it is Tiny Milne. What did I expect? Burgess. Is that Burgess? It is slammed to the ground. Where was Mago before Wigan? That's a great question. I actually don't know the answer to that. If anyone knows, let me know. Let us know, actually. Lollahea pops up to Golding. Up towards Wigan's 30. Last tackle for the Giants. Wolford. In centre field goes right to Clune, who chips the ball towards the back right. Marshall goes up, takes it cleanly, but he's stopped metres short of his own line. Wigan, under a bit of pressure, bit of work to do. Wardle with the first carry up towards the 10. Smith now with Eckersley. Over the 20. Leeming will hand the ball off to Dupree. Now takes it up to the 30. Fourth tackle. Farrell. Towards the right edge, up towards halfway. Decent metres from Wigan on this set. 28.5 minutes on the clock. Leeming. In centre field now with Smith. Under pressure from Burgess, but he gets the ball away. Towards the back left. The wind's going to play a part in this. It's going to bounce once. Clune recovers the ball, though. And he returns it through centre field. Bit of room to run here. Referee almost in the way up towards the 40-metre line. Flanagan will then hand the ball off to Milne. There's a strong run here from Leeming to get into him. He just chucks the ball away. Golding will collect it and then take the carry. He's going to play this at 6 again, surely. Okay, apparently not. But Huddersfield with possession now inside Huddersfield territory. Wolford over on the left-hand side of the field, or slightly left of centre. Scoots comes back towards the right. Golding in possession. He gets the ball off to Clune. Then across to Milne. Bit of room to run maybe. Brought down by Nsemba and Smith. Plays for Wolford. Towards the right edge. Clune. Bit of room to work with maybe for a second there, but could have been obstruction. Last tackle just over the 10-metre line. Back towards the middle with Lollahea under pressure from Leeming. Chucks the ball over to the left. Maybe got the numbers. Greenwood's going to go himself. Offloads it to Flanagan. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can for Lollahea. Maybe just about kicks the ball through. But it's recovered by Faramond. And it's going to be a penalty for Wigan. Offside from Flanagan. So penalty for Wigan. They'll start a fresh set just short of the 30. Tyrese, welcome. Welcome. Mago in possession on the 40 for Wigan. 30 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock now. Third tackle coming up for the Warriors. Oh, sorry, this is the second tackle. My bad. Dupree will take the ball up towards halfway. Now the third tackle. Still 6-4 for Huddersfield. So it's going all right for the Giants right now. They do usually start well in the first half, but we've seen, I think it was like the first 5 or 6 games maybe, they'd won the first half, but they lost all those games. Faramond, stepping, still moving, shrugs off one. Well done, Faramond. Plays the ball for Leeming, now with Smith in centre field, launches it across to Wardle. He steps back towards the middle, but he's wrapped up on the last. Great to be back in business. I'm dealing with a fracture to my lower left index finger. I'm out for my local A-grade comp side for Rugby League. Oh, Reese, that's unfortunate, mate. Well, I hope the recovery's all good. Huddersfield doing really well so far. Yes, they are, Paul. But I do see you ... And I agree. I know what that means. You'll be better off after losing the weight. Will be faster and lighter on my feet. There you go, Reese. Every cloud. Only minor. Could be major looking at Mont's sideline. Well, it's not too bad then. Not too bad. Lollahea. Good hands from Huddersfield down the left edge. Bibby in possession. Already up to the 20. Inside Wigan territory. 32 minutes gone in this game. Last tackle. Lollahea. 15, 16 metres out, kicks the ball cross field, taken on the full by Marshall. Not really much of an attempt there from Huddersfield. He's eventually wrapped up behind the 10. Alexa is back as well. I'm shocked as well, but they're doing well. Defensively, they look solid. Scrambling well. Wigan's had a few penalties. Oh, and they've got another one. Well, the bloody hell, not looked for a while. Huddersfield are winning? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But there's going to be a tap from Smith instead of a kick into touch. Interesting one. Some of these decisions are not fair. I don't normally talk about decisions, to be honest, but I don't think Mr. Moore has been fair with his decisions. There's at least 2-6 again that could have been given. The ball comes loose, and he gives a penalty for Wigan. I think there is a chance there was a strip in there, but it didn't look that convincing to me, but I do want to see this replay. No. I don't think that's a strip. Well, it's close. It's close. I lean more towards loose carry than strip, but the ball does not find touch, so Flanagan recovers it. And he takes it up towards the 30, so Wigan having to deal with the worst of the wind at the moment. Let's have a look. What's going on here? I think double knock on. First from Wigan, was it? Or Flanagan knocks on? French just rested? I think so, Paul. Not heard about an injury. It's a Huddersfield scrum. It's a Huddersfield scrum. So, Bibby with a hell of a carry over halfway. What a carry. Some of the carries from Huddersfield today have been really, really good. And there's another strong carry from George King, who's had a good one himself today. Close to Wigan's 30. In centre field now with Golding. He's going to take a carry himself straight into Leeming. Up towards Wigan's 20. 35 minutes on the clock. Great chance for the Giants to extend the lead. Hewitt will be brought down on the 10. Fourth tackle. They don't have to force anything here, but if they can keep Wigan pinned back, Wolford's going to go himself. Stopped a few metres short. Last tackle for the Giants. Milne is going to wait at dummy half. Pushes off Harry Smith, who then pops the ball out of Wolford's hands because he's a bit miffed that he got pushed over. Moore's having a word. We're about to play the ball now. There we go. The ball is played. It's now in the hands of Clune in centre field. Dinks the ball towards the post. There's a lot of weight on that, but Faramond will collect it and take it dead in goal. So that is going to be a goal line dropout. Well done. I thought there was a bit too much weight on that. Maybe a bit fortunate that Faramond actually collected it. But well done, Adam Clune. Well done, Adam Clune. This is a long dropout from Wigan. It's going to bounce a couple times. Now in the hands of George Burgess. Or is it Tom? It's Tom. It's Tom, I think. I honestly get so confused between the two. Let me just clarify. Tom Burgess. I knew it. Only 20 metres out. Wolford now in centre field. Goes left to Golding. Out the back to Lollahea. Pops it up to Greenwood. Decent metres. Stops a few metres short of the line left of the sticks. Wolford in waiting. He's going to engage the line. Pops it up. George King. The legend that is George King will crash over for a try. The wall. George King. Come on. Warrington Wolves legend. George King will crash over. Go on, Huddersfield. Go on, lads. Have yourselves another one. Wigan don't normally let in tries that easy. There's quite a bit of space for him to get over the line. So it is only 10-4 with a kick to come, but that's right in front of the sticks. So they should get that. I do think the two weak points of Wigan's defence today have been Faramond and Leeming. I think they've allowed way too many post-contact meters. I think defensively they've been a little bit too weak. And I think they're the targets today. Carries from King, carries from Bibby, carries from Greenwood, Wilson. Milne had a good one before. There's been a few carries from Huddersfield that have looked really good. And I think Leeming and Faramond are looking like the weak points in this defence for Wigan at the moment. So, fair play. Fair play. So we've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Oh yeah, Wigan will have the wind in the second half. We'll see how that favours them. Maybe a few 40-20s to get themselves back in it. But yeah, Flanagan to add the extras to make it 12-4. And the kick is good. So they've now got an 8-point advantage. Alexa is on Sky Sports Plus. Okay, then we're going to get back underway. The ball falls off the tee. So the clock is at 38 minutes and 17 seconds. The Giants will just see out this half. Hopefully not do anything silly. Ball is in the air but comes down nicely for Flanagan, who is wrapped up on the 20. Wolford towards the left edge gives it to Tom Burgess. Carries up towards the 30. Wolford. With Lollahea under pressure. He does knock on. Or the referee says backwards, maybe? Huddersfield, I don't know what they're trying to do here. Why would they do that? I don't understand what Huddersfield's trying to do there. Hand the ball off to anyone and take a carry. Why are you trying to chuck the ball across? What are you doing? Patrick Mayo's last team was South Sydney. Before that was Brisbane Broncos. Before that was North Queensland Cowboys. There you go. He's played 100 games for Wigan, apparently. I didn't see any tackle then, unfortunately, Alex. I must have missed that. So there's just less than a minute to go. Leeming over on the right-hand side of the field comes back towards the middle with Ellis. Then with Smith, out the back to Wardle. It's a well-placed pass that. Wardle takes the ball up 15 metres out from the try line. Plays it for Nsemba over on the left-hand side. 40 seconds left. Ellis in centre field. Now with Faramond. Farrell gets it off to Field, but he loses possession. And I think that's a double knock on Huddersfield ball. Need to work more for Huddersfield to score. Go on, Kieran. You are affecting change in this game. Typical Wigan lover, more can't stand him. Well, the refs get a lot of hate these days. Field's having a nightmare. A little bit, but defensively, they've done a good job. Huddersfield. And that's going to be half-time, 12-4 for the Giants. Back to what they were like in the first few weeks of the season. They won the first half in like the first 5 or 6 weeks and then lost all those games. So we'll have to see how they deal with this one. But folks, yeah, that's half-time. And a reminder of some of the mini announcements is I have 2 interviews coming soon. One with a Super League player. They don't do recorded interviews, but they've said it's okay for me to send them a bunch of questions. So I've sent them a bunch of questions. They are busy this weekend because they are playing this weekend. So they will get back to me when they can. And I will post it onto my website as a bit of an article. And then I have a recorded interview coming up in a few weeks' time, which will be posted on here. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I've got a bunch of questions. Hopefully when I can announce the article, I'll post it on TikTok, and I'll ask people on there, and I'll ask people on the community tab on my channel what questions they'd like to ask a Rugby League player and I guess the most liked comments will be asked within reason. It can't be a silly one. I'm 30 subscribers away from 8,500. Thank you very much, folks. Right, so we had one new member today. That was Haley. Enjoying her holiday. Hopefully. Unless Haley is not a woman. I assume Haley is a woman's name. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Go on, Paul. I reckon, Paul, if you sell your Maserati, you get a nice trip somewhere. So, 12-4 at half-time. Flanagan with a try for Huddersfield and King as well. 2 conversions for Flanagan and Marshall with the only try for Wigan after 12 minutes. Kieran with the missed conversion, but it was near the touchline and it is very windy. But it will be in favour of Wigan in this second half. Right then. Defensively, I think Huddersfield have done a fantastic job today. An absolutely fantastic job. Big up Kingy indeed. Solid. The Giants are mighty. They've just been getting it done. Defensively, they've looked really good. Few dodgy moments from Wigan, though, as well. But I'd say Huddersfield have earned this. I think they've fully earned this. Might book a wonderful weekend away in Warrington. Go for it. Go for it. We've got a home bargains. We've got 3 McDonald's. We've got Friars Court. We've got 2 Weatherspoons in town. Stockton Heath is close by, which is nice. Parts of it are nice. What else have we got? We've got an Asda. We've got a Tesco. We've got a Sainsbury's. We've got a Morrison's. We've got everything you could possibly need for your holiday in Warrington. The Bluebell, of course. Yes, the Bluebell. Super League Rose Haven. The Bluebell. Been meaning to... I'm sure I've spotted Dave from Super League Raw at some of the games. I've just, he's kind of been walking off. I've spotted him. Been meaning to say hello to him. The next time I see him, I'm going to have to say hello. Don't forget the Domino's near the Hollywood Joint. Of course, yes. We've got a Subway. Domino's, of course. We've got some nice curry places. Anmol. Get yourself to Anmol, folks. Get it done. Bloody hell. Come on, Huddersfield. Indeed, Alex. Indeed. I am pretty much sorted. Well then, Josh. Well, there you go. Happy belated Father's Day to Josh's dad. Followers have been going up massively this weekend. I've been posting some of the stuff about Rugby League 26, which you can now pre-order from Amazon for $49.99. If you've not followed me on TikTok as well, Rob doing the RL26 sales pitch. I'm just hoping they just send it to me for free, which they're not going to do. I'm going to buy it because I wish I was sponsored. If anyone involved in Rugby League 26 is in the live stream, I would like to do content on it. I could maybe do sponsored content on it. Just saying. Big Ant Studios, indeed. Big up, Big Ant Studios. Looks like a decent Wigan turnout. Will we see a comeback from the Cherry and Whites? We shall see. That's a wild tattoo, that. Tattoos all over his head. Wild. Think I can get them supporters in the games? Oh, maybe. Maybe. Next update. J. Hulkar Cartwright. I've already completed Rugby League 26. Oh, nice one. Oh, does that mean you're getting the Australia job? Since it's vacant. He might be. He might be. Do you think there are more Wigan fans and Giants at the ground? I actually think Huddersfield have won this attendance battle today. There certainly is, Josh. There certainly is. At the end, if Huddersfield win, everyone needs to go crazy on social media. How crazy are we talking? That's the question. How crazy are we talking? I'm going to say no, Josh. I think I'm going to say no. You confuse me. Oh, for God's sake. You're getting a 10-second timeout, Josh. Not having that. Not having that. He gets a 10-second timeout for that. Can't believe it. I'm upset and appalled. He'll be back in a few seconds anyway. And you just sit there, you think about what you've done. A ransom. He's back. He has returned. Hope you are well, mate. Hope you are well. Shush, Alex, shush. One of these days, I'm going to have to somehow, on a live stream, show that I've gone into the fridge, into the kitchen, got the Coke out the fridge, a fresh bottle of Coke as well, and then poured the glass and then come up to the stream. Because if it's like pre-opened bottle, you're like, oh, you put the rum in there beforehand, so. But now it's going to be a fresh bottle. Share a Coke with Liam Moore. I'm not too bad, Ransom. I'm not too bad. Does your bottle have your name on it? It does not. It has my team on it. But my team is in Leeds, so I can't share it with them. Is it Coke or Snide Cook from Lidl? It is original, OG, premium Coca-Cola. Legit stuff. I can't drink that other crap. I just can't. It's awful. Share it with Liam Moore, then quickly score. Bars there. Original taste, yes, original. Right, Alex, you know what? 10 seconds for you, lad. 10 seconds for you on the baby step. This is not the power getting to my head, Josh. This is making sure that the chat stays up to standard, right? Stays up to standard. That we hold ourselves to a higher standard than other live streams. Okay? That's what this is about. As a unit, as a group, we're better than everyone else. Make sure we keep it that way. You don't have to do that, Paul. You don't have to do that. But if that is a true statement, if you really want to do that, that's up to you. And if that's the case, come on, Huddersfield. But either way, there's no need. There's no need. Laying down the law, yeah. So we're about to get back underway. George Flanagan trying to put the ball on the tee. I don't know if the wind's let up at all. Doesn't really look like it has. Bit of a tough one. The second half is now back underway. It's going to bounce once, then it's in the hands of J Field. Oh, there's only 10 seconds gone in this game. Oh, nice. More mistakes on Sky Sports Plus. Wigan over the 20 with Mago. It's now with Dupree. Carries the ball up towards the 40. And now just a few metres shy of the 50. No, there is no French. There is no French. But it's left with Smith, who switches back to Nsemba. Carries the ball over the 40. Leeming, short side left to Smith. Plenty of height on this kick. Flanagan, got the sun in his eyes maybe, takes it on the full, but he's smashed by Field, and there's an absolute mess. Wigan might have some points here. Wigan might have some points. It is going to go to video ref. Try giving on Field. I do think this is going to be a try. I'm not really sure. Unless Gagai grounded it, which I don't think he did. Or there was a knock-on trying to ground the ball, which I don't think there was. Okay, Marshall's offside. So it depends. Does Marshall interfere in any way? Okay, so Flanagan takes possession. Field smashes him. The ball goes backwards. Did Gagai kind of ground that there? That's the question. Would that count as grounding from Gagai? Here we go again with the grounding. That's going to be a try. That's going to be a try. I do think Gagai actually touches that ball. I actually thought Gagai got a touch on that. But that's going to be 8 for Wigan. They'll likely convert to make it a 2-point game. Well, that is going to be a try. Sure, I'll have a trumpet. I'll have a trumpet. We've not had one for a while. How can it be a mistake after getting smashed in the ball, going flying? Lol. Well, he's lost possession, hasn't he? Anyway, kick to come from Kieran to make it 12-10. Should be able to get this one. The kick from Kieran is good. It is 12-10, Huddersfield with a 2-point advantage. So we're back underway. Oh, the ball falls. I didn't see that then, sorry. Just need to send this. The ball falls off again. Flanagan eventually gets the kickoff. And Semba plays the ball. It's now with Mago over the 20. So Wigan bringing it back. Bit of a mistake or a bit of a mess there from Huddersfield. They've not put the clock back on yet because they can't get it working for some reason. But it's the fourth tackle. Leeming will go left to Smith. Out the back to Field. Caught in a dead end, but he's still got a few metres to manoeuvre. Is Kieran on his bike again? Bloody hell. So there's a kick on the last. Plenty of height on this one. Flanagan catches it in goal. So this is going to be a 20-metre tap, 7-tackle set. Taps, gives it to Bibby, who's had plenty of strong carries in this game, and he'll take this just short of the 30. Can you guys hear that bike on the street? Up towards the 40 now with Huddersfield in possession. Lollahea waits a dummy half. It's now with Golding, who takes the next carry through centre field up towards halfway. Yes, oh dear. Well, hopefully they bugger off and don't come back. Scoundrels indeed. Great word. Great word. Already up to the 30. Huddersfield, now with Clune, pops it up to Hewitt over the 20. 4th tackle for Huddersfield. Over on the right-hand side with Wolford, back towards middle with Clune. Pops up to Golding. He's now almost wrapped up on the 10, but gets an offload back to Clune. He dinks the ball through. It's not played out from Wigan. And it is eventually recovered by Field. Escape work finally. Go on, Kieran. Eckersley with a carry up towards the 10. Great chance for the Giants to pin Wigan back. But Marshall with the next carry over the 10. Now with Lehman, who scoots from dummy half. The ball is wrapped up nicely. Taken down over the 20. Marshall is going to go himself. Bit of room to manoeuvre. Eats up good metres over the 30 and up towards the 40. He also gets an offload for Field. In the centre of the park. He's looking left. Gives it off to Nsember. He's got Wardle on his outside. Goes past one. Bumps off another. Hands it off to Field, who just waltzes through. Trying to skip past one. The ball comes loose. Well done, Tui Lollahea, for making that happen. Well done, Tui Lollahea. What a try-saver. I do need to see that one again, but that could have been the lead for Wigan. That was huge from Tui. So Liam Moore gave it as I believe, a knock-on by Huddersfield, but Huddersfield are going to challenge this. So, let's have a gander at this then. So, Field is in possession on the 20. Lollahea goes in with a tackle. So the ball is ripped out, basically. You can tell it's like a stripping action, because he's got his hands on the ball. Okay, so successful challenge because it's not a penalty. But Wigan will have possession because it is a strip. Or a knock-on. Sorry. So yeah. After the challenge, so it's successful from Huddersfield, but it's going to be Wigan's ball. Going to go see 28 years later next week. It'll be a typical day in Cas. Anyway, out the back of the scrum, nice little set piece here from Wigan. Stopped just short of the 10. With Field, Leeming just right at the sticks at dummy half. On his left to Ellis. He'll switch back to Dupree. Stopped a few metres short in between the sticks. Leeming. Just play the ball, man. What are you doing? Leeming pops up to Mago, who's wrapped up by 3 defenders in front of the right post. Leeming left to Ellis, caught in a dead end himself, but skips back towards his right. He's now wrapped up a few metres out, brought down about a metre short of the line. Between the sticks, Leeming looks left, then goes right. It's a wayward pass, tap backwards from Smith, but recovered by Farriman. He just engaged the line himself. He stopped about 8 metres out from the line. Not been the best set from Wigan here. Not sure what tackle it is. There's nothing on the screen at the moment, but it's now with Field down the left-hand side. Cuts back towards the middle. Scanning the line. Gets the offload to Farriman, who hands it off to Farrell. Gets around one, and the pass is wayward to Eckersley, and it goes into touch. That set was a little bit clunky from Wigan. Was not a great set. Was not a great set at all. I'm now 27 subs away from 8,500. Thank you very much. So Huddersfield will play this ball on their own 10. It's now with Milne, the legend that is Tane Milne, over the 10. With a few extra metres. Wigan are allowing a lot of post-contact metres today. He's already up to the 20. That defence, honestly, in that area for Wigan has been poor. Honestly, has been really, really poor. And it's a penalty for Huddersfield as well. You love to see it. Oh, Huddersfield wanted the quick tap, but they'll have to kick into touch instead. So that is an absolutely awful penalty kick. They make less than 10 metres on that. That's an absolute waste. But Golding with the first carry of this set for Huddersfield. So they're coming up to halfway. Wolford waits at dummy half, just left of centre field. Now with King, takes it over halfway, now inside Wigan territory. Great chance for Huddersfield. There's still no tackle count or clock on the screen for me at the moment, so I can't really tell. I'll just have to listen to the ref. Clune gives it off to Tane Milne, the legend that is. Almost tipped beyond the horizontal, not quite. Slow to play this one. Bit of a mess in the ruck, but eventually plays it for Wolford over on the right. Now in the middle with Wilson. He was looking for an offload for a second there, but he's wrapped up. 3 defenders in the tackle. 3 big men in Nsemba, Ellis and Dupree. Wolford now at dummy half. Gives it to Clune on his left. Pops it up to King. Good meters here up towards the 10. This is the last tackle now for the Giants in centre field. Wolford through the middle, just hands it off to Wilson. He's going to look for an offload maybe, but he's wrapped up meters short the line. They will keep Wigan pinned back momentarily. So not the most creative end to the set, but they are leading by 2 points and they've got Wigan pinned back for now. But, Marshall takes it just over the 10. And Leeming hands it off to Wardle for the next carry in this set. It takes it up to the 20. Look at that. 4 Huddersfield defenders in the tackle to push him back a little bit. Leeming now with Hill, who's on for Wigan. He is a big lad. There's a lot of big lads for Wigan. But it's Farriman. He's going to switch the ball back to Farrell, who takes the ball up towards the 40. So we now have a clock and tackle counts. The 10 minutes gone in this second half, so 50 minutes on the clock. Havard takes it over halfway, and this is going to be the last tackle for the Warriors. Leeming will go short side left to Smith. Under a bit of pressure there, but he gets the ball off. Flanagan underneath it, takes it cleanly on the full on his own 10. Bit of room to run down the right-hand side, takes it over the 20. And a bit of change as well, so not too bad there, not a bad return. Clune will then hand it off to Jacob Gagai. Not too many metres made there. Now Clune with Bibby. Wrapped up on the 30. So better here from Wigan. Not allowing Bibby to get those easy metres. And there's a foot in the ruck there. That's going to be penalty for Huddersfield. Bibby goes to play the ball. There's a Wigan foot in the way. Very strategic. Naughty, naughty. So, Golding in possession on halfway. Wolford waiting just left of centre field. Now on his right to Lollahea. Across to Clune. Got a few metres he can make up here down the right edge. Decent carry there. Almost half a break. Milne's trying to get a Wigan player off him. It's Smith again. Like, Smith is kind of caught... Clock stop at the moment, anyway. Or we've just paused for a moment. Smith's kind of getting entangled a little bit in these tackles, and he's getting, like, dragged off. Quite a bit. Flanagan just telling the rest of the lads to calm it down. The clock is stopped. There is a bit of blood for George King at the moment, so we're just going to deal with that. Huddersfield have played pretty well today. Pretty well. I'm only on for 4 out of 6 in my predictions this week at the moment. But if Warrington do manage to beat Leeds, which would be fantastic, then I'm on for 3 out of 6, which would be a poor week. But I'd take it. I'd take it. So King is going to head off for HIA, I believe. Not sure if it was a HIA. I think it's just an interchange. Not too sure. But Huddersfield Giants, only 20 metres out. Adam Clune in centre field. Out the back to Lollahea. Then across. But it's tapped on by Kieran. And that's going to be a fresh set for the Giants. 20 metres out. Why will beat Leeds? Well, I like your confidence, Paul. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I'm not sure. I'm really hoping that Josh Thulis is at full back today. I really hope he is. Actually, the squads will be out in 12 minutes, I think. Yeah, squads will be out in about 12 minutes. So there's a scrum for Huddersfield, 20 metres out. It's over on the right-hand side with Tarnay Milne. Alexa is back. Good to see you. Leads to win by 12. Fair enough, fair enough. Or I'm missing a fair few, I doubt it. Well, you never know. We'll see. We'll see. Kicking game of Sneed might be the difference. But Huddersfield, 10 metres out. Wolford in centre field. On his left to Cudjoe. He stopped a few metres short of the line, left of the sticks. Wolford. Hands it off to Greenwood, who's got to walk in. Huddersfield will extend the lead back to 6 with a kick to come. That was way too easy on the goal line. Way too easy on the goal line. I think it was Hill that just let him walk through there. Well, Greenwood with his second try of the season. I don't know what his first one was like, but I can't imagine it was much easier than that. I know it was that Farrimond? It was Farrimond. Again, Farrimond has been one of the weak links defensively today. And Leeming as well has allowed a lot of post-contact meters. Yes, trumpet indeed. Great point. Leads by 8. Fair enough, fair enough. Cowbell indeed. It's not been a great day from Wigan. They've just not been at the races. They are missing French. He is a big miss. I don't think they've tried to like spread the ball enough with Field out the back to use his pace to kind of get those sweeping runs. I don't think they've tried to do that enough. Yeah, it's been a rough one. Flanagan to add the extras, but the wind is not in his favour this time, so he might have to compensate. You're pointing it to the left. Compensate. Classic video. They've missed French in games. They have better teams. They're just bad. Yeah, it's when Wigan do tend to miss one of the big three, let's call them. It's not usually their best performance. To make it 18-10. Has he got that? He has. He's compensated for the wind. And that's going to be an 8-point advantage once again for the Giants. They're doing it. They are doing it. Just like Cass yesterday. Can't believe it. Huddersfield going to win? Maybe, Alexa. Maybe. 55 minutes on the clock. That score is wrong, isn't it? Yes, that score is wrong on screen. It is 18-10. Oh dear. Oh dear. So yes, if you are currently watching the game as well, it says 2010. It is only 18-10. So Huddersfield in possession. Cudjoe will play this in centre field for Wolford. Hands it off to Milne on his right. Takes it up towards the 40. With underdogs winning, I'm pooping myself for Salford vs Saints. Oh yes, you're in trouble now, Kieran. You're in trouble, son. You're in trouble. Golding in centre field. Takes it up towards halfway. Just about gets an offload. Could have been a knock-on in there, but it just works out nicely for Huddersfield. Milne down the right-hand side gets the ball off to Gagai. Trying to shrug off a few, but he's eventually brought down on the 30. Now with Clune on the last. Plenty of height on this kick. It's going to fly backwards. Clune gets the ball off. Gagai eventually kicks it through, but it's straight into the hands of Smith, who recovers it over the 20 for Wigan. So a bit of work for them to do. What happens if it goes 18-18, but Sky have it as 2018? Giants just win. No, it wouldn't work like that. The scoreboard's gone off anyway, because they're going to fix it, hopefully. This is what you get on Sky Sports Plus. Just great. Great stuff. Come on, Huddersfield. 8-point advantage. Wigan in possession just short of halfway. Leeming in centre field. Hands it off to Hill. Wrapped up by Wolford, Cudjoe and Greenwood. Leeming now inside Huddersfield territory. On his left to Smith. This is the last tackle. Smith, plenty of time to just kick this ball away. Flanagan takes on the full, a metre in front of his own try line. Returns it over the 10. And a bit of change as well. Rugby League should be on TNT. I don't know. I don't know. It's just more stuff for Rugby League fans to pay for, really. We need more games. What we need is Sky spending more money to show the games. We need the BBC showing more games and spending more money to show them, and possibly Channel 4 as well. Spending more money than what they did. But if TNT want to pick it up as well, pick up some other games, I think they could do that. But it's now with Clune, shifting down the right edge, kicks the ball through towards the in-goal area, taken on the full by Field. Sizes up the defensive line, and Powell is going to bring him down with Leroy Cudjoe. DAZN. Honestly, who knows? Who knows? Super League needs Sky to actually show Sky Sports Plus games more than they barely appear. A Rugby League channel would be fantastic, actually. I don't think it's going to happen, but you feel like it might, though. If they've got exclusive rights, or not quite exclusive, but they show every Rugby League game on Sky, surely you'd think a Rugby League channel would be a huge benefit. Surely, right? It's now with Field on Huddersfield's 40. 59 minutes on the clock. The scoreboard has been fixed. How dare they? So it's 18-10 to the Giants. 59 minutes. Last tackle for Wigan. Smith will just dab this ball through towards the back left, and it's going to go out of bounds. Out of bounds? Into touch. Let's keep it English, shall we? Let's keep it English. So trying to keep Huddersfield pinned back. Force them to do a bit of work in their own end. And they'll play this ball on their own 10. That's the Giants, by the way. So, Flanagan will hand this ball to Hal Solar, takes it over the 20. Strong carry there with a bit of change. Now Flanagan at dummy half once again. Hands the ball off to Powell. On debut. Wolford in centre field will go on his left to Lollahea. Now with Greenwood. Strong carry. up towards the halfway line. But Greenwood is down at the moment, something with his hip or his lower back. Yeah, it's his lower back. That did look quite awkward. I reckon if you can rotate somebody back on, give him a break. He's done a lot of work today. Give him a break. Get him off. Give him a breather. Is he a tough cookie that's going to carry on? We'll see. So the clock is stopped at the moment, 60 minutes and 21 seconds. Get Douglas on somehow, yeah. They're not rushing this one. Maybe he's struggling to move at the moment, which is not a good sign. He's sat up currently. I reckon he's going to be done for the day here. Fair play, Greenwood. Really good shift defensively, and some of the carries offensively have been really, really strong. So, fair play to him. Good work today. It is Greenwood for Huddersfield. So just a reminder as well, whilst there's a quick break, I'll be streaming Leeds vs Warrington after this. I'll be switching over to a different live stream for that one as well. There'll be a little bit of a break in between the two games, I think. Huddersfield in possession on halfway. I'm not sure what tackle it is. Last tackle. There we go. Last tackle for the Giants on halfway. Out the back to Tuilolahea. Drills it low. Straight into the hands of Field. Been very tricky on these kicks with the wind today. Been very tricky indeed. It's now with Faramond on the 30. Gives it to Adam Kieran. Just over the 30 now. Brad O'Neill waits at dummy half in centre field. Second tackle. Zach Eckersley over the 40. 61 minutes on the clock. 19 minutes to go. On his left to Ellis. Out the back to Smith. It pops up to Nsemba. Smith then, from the offload, knocks it backwards, but it's recovered by Wilson. And the Giants have possession inside Wigan territory. Come on, Huddersfield. Come on. Tane Milne. In possession, the legend that is. Let's have a trumpet, shall we? So, a mistake from Wigan, not being the cleanest day for them today in possession. Only 30 metres out now. Third tackle for the Giants. Wolford in centre field. He's going to go left to Golding. Then left to Powell. Brought down 20 metres out. Fourth tackle. Wolford left to Lolahea. Then to Cudjoe. Tries to skip past Farriman, but he's wrapped up with four defenders in the tackle. Eventually brought down a few metres short of the line. Surely is... Okay. Surely a 6 again? No? Okay. Well, last tackle, they're just going to go towards the short side left and take the tackle in the corner to pin Wigan back. Very smart move. 8-point advantage. You don't need to force anything. So Wigan will play this a metre in front of their own try line. Over near the right-hand touchline for them as well. Eckersley with the first carry. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's getting dragged back by a few defenders. Stopped a metre short as well. Good defensive work there on the opening carry from Huddersfield. Marshall will take him over the 10. I think his carries today have been decent. Marshall, not getting them pinned back in their own end as easily as they could have been. But Wardle with the next carry up towards the 20, pumping his legs. That's a great carry from Wardle as well. That's going to be 63 minutes on the clock. And Semba with a strong carry down the left. And that's another 10 metres made. Now the fourth. O'Neill scoots from dummy half. Then with Field on his left. Good hands here. Marshall has a break down the left-hand side. He doesn't really have the support. Plenty of Giants players around. Eventually gets it off to Smith. Launches it towards centre field. It's going to bounce nicely for Farriman. Cuts back on his right foot. Straightens up. Brought down 7 metres out. Really good hands down the left edge from Wigan. Now in centre field, Smith looking to go left. Then within Semba, stopped a metre short of the line on the last tackle. Huddersfield Giants scramble really well defensively and they keep out Wigan. To be fair with the bounce, Alex, those ones are quite easy to predict because if the ball's spinning like that on an angle, the ball is only going to flop down like that and then bounce up. So it's only going to go in that direction. So it kind of works out. But we have a Huddersfield Giants penalty. King is back on. What is Smith trying to do there? Not sure what the penalty was for. Was it high shot maybe? I don't actually know what the penalty was for. My bad, pimp. My bad. Oh yeah, I think it was high. Yeah. Doesn't look great. Whether it's card worthy, I don't know. But I'm just saying, Alex, if it rotates on an angle, like if it only spins on an angle, then it is going to bounce in that direction and kind of pop up that way. Like if the spin of the ball was all over the place, then yeah, it would be an awkward one. They've lost Adam Clown. Have they? I didn't see him gone. So Rush is now on, who's looked pretty lively for Huddersfield over the last few weeks. With Clune now off as well. The Jamaican international, along with fellow teammate Golding. But it's now with Hewitt down the right edge. He's brought down on his own 30, or he makes a few extra metres there. Wigan nothing without French. I wouldn't say nothing, just maybe not quite as potent as they normally are. But there's a strong hit from the Wigan defence and the ball comes loose. Farriman now in possession, hands it off to Kieran. Down the right edge, he's wrapped up by Tuilolahea and Golding on his own 40. But there's a scrap, folks. There's a scrap. Handbags are flying. It's all over the place, folks. Yeah, but Huddersfield are still defending really well. But it is true, Wigan are not as potent as they normally are without French. Right, so the ball already came loose, and there's a few Wigan defenders in the tackle all over him. So, because the Wigan players don't get off him because he's already lost the ball. Just a lot of pushing and shoving. 15 minutes to go, by the way, folks. Oh, the squads will be out, I think, for the other games. Squad for Leeds, by the way, is... okay. Lockie Miller, Ryan Hall, Harry Newman, Ash Hanley, Riley Lum, Jake Connor, Brodie Croft, Keenan Palacia, Jared O'Connor, Mikolai Ledsky, James McDonnell, Morgan Gannon, Carl Watkins. Benches Holroyd, Lissoni, Bentley and Smith. Jenkins is the 18th man. Then for Warrington, the squad is Josh Thulis at fullback. Thank you, Sam Burgess. Thank you, Sam Burgess. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Josh Thulis at fullback. Aaron Lindup, Roderick Tye, Toby King. Connor Wrench on the wing. Come on. Let's go. George Williams, Mark Sneed. Luke Yates, Sam Powell, Paul Vaughan, Lachlan Fitzgibbon, Adam Holroyd, Ben Curry. Benches Harrison, Crowther, Philbin. Wood also in the team. Russell 18th man. Sam Burgess, you beauty. Spot on, son. Spot on. You beauty. Go on, Leroy. Have him, lad. Have him. Go. All right. I'm not overhyping the Wire team. That's the team I would have wanted for this week. Is this a big upset? Yes, Daniel, it is. It is quite a big upset. This is 11th place beating 2nd place right now. Oh, odds for Huddersfield was 10-1 at the start. It was 1-10 for Wigan. So scrum for Wigan, 40 metres out. They take it over the 30 now, about 28 metres out or so. So just less than 15 minutes left to go. 18-10 for Huddersfield. There is still a lot of time. Just 2 tries needed for Wigan. If they convert one of those, they have the lead. But they are now 20 metres out. In centre field, O'Neill waits at dummy half. He then gives it to Mago on his right. Bumps off a few. He's brought down just short of the 10. Left to Ellis. Now it's Smith. Pops up to Nsemba, trying to crash over, but he's going to get wrapped up. Very nice defensive work. A lot of Huddersfield Giants shirts in the picture there. Okay, thankfully there was no 6 again there, because that would have been very unfair. Ellis pops up to Mago, trying to crash over again. Again, a lot of defenders there to shut that one down. This is really solid defence from Huddersfield. Really solid defence today. Well, there's an offload. O'Neill chucks the ball over to the left to Nsemba. Now with Field. Then to Wardle. Good hands maybe. Or it's a knock-on from Marshall. The scramble from Huddersfield was excellent to get across. What time are you on, mate? I'm on 66 minutes and 33 seconds. So, there's plenty of people in here now. Welcome to the stream. If you're not subscribed, please do. I'm trying to hit 8,500. And I'm currently 24 away from that goal. Thank you very much. Yes, go on, Josh. If the Hudds do this. If the mighty Huddersfield, I think you mean. Oh, Kieran's a few seconds ahead. Oh, dear. Well, to be fair, the stream is like a few seconds behind. So, I guess we'll level Kieran. It balances out. But it is now with Golding. Just short the 30. Now with Lolohea. Hands it off to Burgess. Takes it over the 30 up towards the 40 metre line. Which again is less than 10 metres. Oh, Huddersfield with 3 away games in a row. Warrington next, then Catalans, then Castleford. I reckon they could pick up 2 wins in that time. And there's a penalty for Huddersfield on the halfway line. Look at that. Look at that. Huddersfield, they're doing it. They're doing it. Little old Huddersfield, they're doing it. Come on. Another subscriber. Thank you very much. 23 away. Huddersfield Giants are inevitable. Giants allowed to. Well, more compact stadium, I suppose. Golding will take it up to the 20. Now with Lollaheya in centre field. Looking to switch back, but then hands it off to Leroy Cudjoe. Straight into Farriman, who's been kind of the weak link defensively today. Wolford waits at dummy half over on the left-hand side of the field. He comes back towards the middle with Lollaheya. Then across to Golding. Can he get an offload? Maybe. He had a chance to at least try and offload it there. But it's going to be shot across to Burgess, who's going to now play it on the last tackle between the sticks for Wolford. Left to Lollaheya. Pops up to Cudjoe. Stopped a metre short the line. Do I have to join the other stream? I mean, pay again. The content's free, Haley. The content is completely free, so you don't need to be a member. It will be free to watch. But yes, there will be another stream. I'll put the link in the live stream chat for that next stream, by the way, just so people know. But if people already leave, but you want to join for the next one, if you go to my channel, and you go to the live tab, the Leeds Warrington will be there next. That did look forward to Marshall. Brought down on the 20. So less than 10 minutes to go. In centre field on the last, Smith launches it over to the right with Farriman. Now with Eckersley across to Kieran. It's going to bounce out of bounds. Into touch. And more disconnects here from Wigan. This has been a really, really dodgy performance from Wigan, both offensively and defensively. But yeah, when this game is done, I'll put a link to the other stream in the live stream chat. But there is no obligation to pay for any of the content here. If you'd like to become a member, you can do for as little as £1 a month by clicking the join button below this video. But Daniel, with the donation, why is Wigan looking so bad? I think first of all, missing French is a big miss, but I think they're in attack. I think they've looked a bit clueless. Defensively, they've allowed a lot of post-contact meters and a fair few offloads as well. I think Farriman on the goal line has looked quite poor defensively. And Samarito, I will be streaming Leeds vs Warrington next. But that is a trumpet. Every new member and donation, they get themselves a trumpet. A lovely trumpet. So, on halfway, Cudjoe will play this for Wolford. Last tackle. Lollaheya will kick on the last. Wind is still a bit of a factor. I don't think it's as strong as it was before. Wigan will play this ball just in front of their own 20. It's now with Farriman. Hands it off to Eckersley. He can shift, so he'd like a bit of room to run today. Wigan needs something soon. It's with Farrell, who takes it over the 40. Six again for Wigan. It's now with Ellis in centre field. Cuts back towards the right. Eventually brought down. This ref, yeah, there's been a lot of six agains. For very little. It's left to Farriman. Now with Field. Might have room to manoeuvre. He does that. Looked forward for a second, but that's going to be Wigan going in. Farriman. And it's just straight up given as a try. Wigan back in this one. Huddersfield going to be under a lot of pressure now. A hell of a lot of pressure. And the thing is, this is right in front of the posts. They'll make it a 2-point game. Huddersfield, they need to be disciplined on their own goal line. Because if they give away an easy penalty, that's going to be an extra 2. So, it is only 18-14. Kieran's getting a move on with this kick. Bollock in 6 again. Yeah, I don't know if it was a 6 again, really. So with 6.5 minutes to go, the kick is good. That's going to be 18-16. I'm not sure if it was forward. It kind of looked forward for a second. I do want to see a replay on this, which we're going to see. I think you can give a bit of momentum for that, but I might be forwards. Definitely momentum played a role in that, but I don't know if it played that much of a role in it. 22 subs away. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much indeed. Please follow me on TikTok as well, if you haven't already. Thank you very much. I will also likely do Rugby League 26 content on this channel. Once I've got it. How many pens of Wigan gave away? Do you know what? I don't know. I do not know. There is 6 minutes to go. It is a 2-point lead for the Giants. 18-16. Mago in possession. Takes a carry just short of halfway for the Warriors. Plays it on third tackle for Leeming, who goes left to Smith. Up towards Huddersfield's 40. He's going to play this for Wardle near the left touchline, who comes back towards the middle with Cruz Leeming. He switches back to Patrick Mago. Takes it up towards the 20, brought down by Burgess and Cudjoe. Mago has lost the ball. He has knocked on as he's come down with the ball. Let's have a gander at this. I didn't really see him lose it. He knows he has to. Hands on head, he knows he's lost it. Yeah, indeed. Well done. Well done. Five minutes to go. Exactly 5 minutes to go. Scrum for Huddersfield. You'd hope Clune would be on to, see out the game with the kicking, but he's not. So it's on Lollahare and Rush to make it work. Be smart, lads. Be smart. I don't care if I got the prediction wrong on this one. Just be smart. Huddersfield take it over their own 40. Now with Halsall. Over halfway. 4.5 minutes to go. Third tackle. Wolford. Now with Wilson. Just short of Wigan's 40. Can there be a tie? Is that possible? Yeah, they'd have to be drawing after 80, and then they'd have to be drawing during the golden point. I think it's 2 5-minute halves. And if they're drawing after both of those halves, then yeah, that'll be a draw. But Rush will engage the line over on the right edge. And he's going to be stopped about 15 metres out from Wigan's try line. And they'll have to turn over the ball. Junior and Sember will play this for Harry Smith, who hands it off to Liam Marshall. Not many metres there, just cuts back towards the middle. And the whistle's blown for a penalty. Of course it is. What's more likely, Wigan to score a try or to get 2 points and go into overtime? I think it's more likely that Wigan score a try. I did see Samarito. I did see that. So Ellis. Up towards Huddersfield's 40, but they push him back a few metres. Nicely done. Come on, Giants. Farriman. Now with Patrick Mago. Back over the 40. Into Cudjoe. Wilson's there. Cudjoe is back there again to wrap him up on the 30. Crunch time now, boys. Leeman, right to Farriman. Steps on his right foot. Bit of room to manoeuvre. Trying to bump off a few. Eventually wrapped up just over 10 metres out. 3 minutes to go. Third tackle for Wigan. Centre field with Leeming. Now with O'Neill. Left to Smith. Then to Nsemba. Look for an offload. Oh, it's just knocked on by Rush. Oh, just knocked on. There's no need for that, Samarito. There's no need for that. He made the right play. He's just stopping the attack. Just chill. It was very close indeed. I don't think it was backwards. I think it was straight down. But you never know. But Huddersfield are challenging this. I imagine it's just for the break. Which is is fair enough. I think they know they've knocked on, but they're just having a break. Yeah. Basically, Samarito, some of the challenges in the middle of the game do look completely stupid. It's definitely not backwards. Definitely not. Some of the challenges do look stupid in the middle of the game, but I think at this point, a lot of the main reason why I think teams challenge at this point is just to get a break. I think that's it. This is a scrum, 10 metres out. And the ball's been lost by Wigan anyway. Huddersfield, 2.5 minutes to go. 2-point lead. Alex, it doesn't need to go forward. If it goes straight down, that is also a knock-on. So, it's Burgess that's pushing in the scrum. The ball gets entangled between the feet. And then it's going to be a scrum for Huddersfield. Will Wigan do the same back to the Giants? Just over 2 minutes to go. So it's out the scrum. Now with Bibby. Takes it over the 10. I think Wigan will get a maximum of 2 full sets here. An absolute maximum. 2 minutes to go. Officially. Come on, Huddersfield. Come on. Tane Milne, the legend that is, with the next carry. Slammed onto the ground. Is that not a 6 again? Is that not a penalty for pushing him over? Are you having a laugh, Liam? I don't usually talk about refereeing performances. Because normally it is what it is. And what can you do about it? But this has been a piss take today. An absolute piss take from Liam Moore. It's the last tackle for Huddersfield. Lola on the last. Kicks it straight into a Wigan player. It's going to bounce. It's not a great end of the set. Wigan have possession on halfway. Folks, we are now in the final minute of the game. 50 metres for Wigan to make up. Fireman down the right edge. Going to get wrapped up by Wilson, Cudjoe and Halsall. Back towards the middle with Leeming. Shoots it out the back to Smith, who switches back to Nsemba. Wigan looking very lethargic here. They don't have a clue what they want to do. Wardle in possession. Boys, take the tackle. Just take the tackle. Will they go for 2 points? They can't, Daniel. We don't have a 2-point drop goal in Super League. I'm assuming you're from Australia. I don't know if you are. It's now with Smith, going left, pops up to Nsemba. Oh, I thought he... my eyes deceived me for a second then. Just over 10 metres out. 10 seconds to go. This is the last chance of the game. Right to field. Scans the line, launched it over the top. Hang on a minute, Eckersley. He could have got himself. Oh my God, Farriman's won it. Farriman has won it for Wigan. Oh my God. Liam Moore's going to go to the video ref. I don't know why Eckersley didn't go himself, but I think Farriman's... Oh my God, no. Oh, what an effort from the Giants. No. No. Oh no. I'm pretty sure the grounding's good. Oh, no. I'm surprised Eckersley didn't go himself. All that room to run. That's a dodgy looking grounding, but that is going to be the lead and the victory for Wigan right at the end. Right at the end. What a ball from field to launch that over the top, though. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, Huddersfield deserved that as well. Like, they actually deserved it. Not, they played better than they normally do, Wigan were worse than they normally are, that kind of thing. Huddersfield with the better side today. Oh my god. Oh, I feel for them. Oh, I really do. Oh, that is heartbreaking, even as someone that doesn't even support Huddersfield. Oh, mate. What a ball from field, though, over the top. With like a second or two left on the clock. Oh my god. Wow. The kick. The kick's also good. Right then, folks. That is going to be full time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wigan Warriors, in the final 2 seconds of the game, have won it. 22-18. I will be streaming Leeds Rhinos versus Warrington Wolves in about 15 minutes. I need to go and put the team list in on the graphic. Fair play, Huddersfield, for a hell of an effort. What an effort from Huddersfield today. Not just above their usual standards a little bit. They were actually good today. Oh, mate, that is heartbreaking. So, I will just get a quick link for the next stream. And there's a bit of afters. So, the link in the live stream chat is for Leeds vs Warrington. I'm going to end this stream very shortly. But, folks. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. Fair play to Wigan for getting that one done. Great effort from the Giants. Follow me on TikTok. Link is in the description. Join the Discord if you want. Link is also in the description. Subscribe to the channel as well, trying to hit 8,500. I'm currently at 8,479. I'm 21 subs away. But yeah, Christopher, Alex, Kieran, LG, Daniel, Josh, Paul, Haley as well. Thank you, Haley, for becoming a member. Thank you, Daniel, for the donation. Thank you very much for stopping by. I will see you over on the other stream. And that's going to do it for this one. See you in the next one.